What's up guys, welcome back for another Yugioh Pro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. It's all the way back to the beginning, back to group or back in Group A. We have PePe, Performages and Pals from 2015 from Master Rule 3 versus Spyrals from Master Rule 4 by the way. So early Master Rule 4, I guess 2017. Well, first of all, the ban list got revealed, right? As you know, last week, both the TCG ban list and the OCG ban list are known for Master Rule 5, so the decks, as you saw, there are a couple of Master Rule 5 decks in the tournament. They'll be updated, and during the next upcoming weeks, those matches will also be played out. Well, weeks, like probably next week. Those matches will also start. Anyway, Performages and Pals is the OCG list with the access to Shockmaster and YgoPro chain, you know, the good stuff. Next up we have Spyrals, also from 2017 as I mentioned before, so only 2 years of difference between both of these decks, but yeah, which deck has the advantage? And I'm honest, I had no clue before this matchup. Again, both side decks were legal or are legal to be used here in this matchup, and both side decks are definitely useful for both decks, and hand traps again will be important, as we are seeing like Maxi, while Ash Blossom is not, speaking of Ash Blossom, it definitely hurted the Wavering Ice play. I mean, without Ash Blossom, this probably would have been my duel. I'm playing Performages and Pals. Probably could have ended with something like Shockmaster, but Ash Blossom says no to the popping of Wavering Ice. Well, first of all, the search for a monkey board, that is, and of course the pop of Plushfire. Plushfire, special summoning the Damage Juggler from the deck, and you know, Damage Juggler into YgoPro chain, banish Juggler for more like head trigger or whatever. But this was Spyrals back in 2017, going second. Of course, this is a going second build with the evenly matched as well in the main deck, and of course going second, you could easily OTK with Decode Talker, pumped up by 2 monsters in both the monster zones where Decode Talker is pointing towards to, yeah, you know, you can just go for game after. I think that's exactly 8k with that small combo, I guess, or play. The thing is, I let Spyrals go first. Maybe that was unexpected. I kind of bang on that. I think I side-decked out my effect failures here in favor of Ghost Ogre. Definitely saw it against Spyrals indeed. And you know, also side-decking the Swords of Concealing Light, which pretty much helped me out in my previous matchup against Shadolls a couple of weeks ago. Putting Winda face down, same purpose here, getting rid of the sleeper, the Spiral sleeper that should be put face down, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, it should be, I think. But most importantly against a card like Bakushka as well, so put Bakushka face down, and also nicely playing around the Gamma here. You know, Gamma is a 3-off in Spyrals as well, so you have to play around that. Game number 3, Performages and Pals start off, so I'm going first indeed. Spyrals going second, and this is definitely a good opening hand. I mean, you have Spyrals with, I believe, Triple Blossom. Blossom is fantastic against Performages and Pals. Could stop a Wavering Ice, could stop a Joker or Monkey board maybe from a search. But in case of Gamma, you can definitely keep it for Shockmaster. I mean, these plays aren't that strong. I mean, okay, you're getting those extra pluses, I guess, but YgoPro chain Ignister, that's cute, that's cool, but just stop Shockmaster. I mean, Shockmaster calling monster effects is super devastating, and if it wasn't for Maxi here in this situation, I probably would have lost. Well, like now, definitely, because again, if Spyrals is able to get their 2-card combo in, is what happens here, and he definitely goes for it, even though the top card is not known. And Spyrals were a bit unlucky, calling the top card first of all being a trap, and then second being a spell against a huge big monster deck as Pendulums is. But I think he indeed should have gone for it. I think my only out here in this situation was drawing into a Ghost Ogre, and even then, since Failure doesn't work because of the Spiral, resort to field spell. So yeah, Ghost Ogre definitely was my only option, and I probably was going for Bakushka, but even then, yeah, the Precious Trapple was revealed, so that was already known to be used probably next turn. So you could play around or go for Bakushka under Maxi, but again, there is a Precious Trapple that, you know, could interrupt the Bakushka next turn, or a potential, you know, like big play potentially to gain control over the duel again. So Performages and Pals leading, and this time Spyrals going first. Okay, that's cool. I mean, and looking at that opening hand, it's not that great, even though, well, like most of the two card combos or card combinations lead to the Spiral double helix play, and if you can't stop double helix, it can be problematic. The thing here is that Spiral is only running double of the trap that banishes itself, and, you know, special summon a Spiral from the graveyard. So I'm not really sure. I don't think a Tri-Gate play is going to come. I don't think so. But I mean, the play that here I think is definitely justified as well. Bakushka is fantastic against this deck. One of the few outs being, I think, Swords of Concealing Light. And of course, you're not going for Sleeper if you have Bakushka in defense position. But the fact here is that Swords of Concealing Light will not put the Firewall Dragon face down. So there is, of course, the potential Firewall Dragon effect to bounce back up to 2 cards because of the, you know, the double co-link between Double Helix and the IP, I think. And yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, indeed, Bakushka still in defense position is going to negate Rafflesia, and now putting it indeed in attack position. Then this should be game right, because now Spyrals is able to use the monster effects, even though Bakushka is indeed in attack position. There's a Spiral Sleeper, and this indeed should be more than enough to attack for game. So good play on that part, definitely very solid one. I mean, yeah, indeed, Bakushka definitely, not really sure if there was, personally I might have gone for like a Tri-Gate play if that was possible, that is, but anyway, last duel, yeah, game number 5, again a 5th gamer, compared to the previous duel with Zodiacs and Dark Matter Heretics, but this time I lost, right? So I'm going first, I opt to go first. Take the chance. I mean, this deck should be super consistent with triple Joker, triple Monkey Board, the Sorcerer as well. I mean, you know, just go for Shockmaster calling monsters first turn. Luckily, no Blossom or Gamma, mainly Gamma to negate Shockmaster, so definitely calling monsters. I do get evenly matched, but I feel that's fine. Just leave, I think, Shockmaster on the field. The Twin Twister, though, definitely could have wrecked my Pendulum scale, but that's, what is it called? Is it Factor? It's not Factor, but the normal Pendulum. With a skill of 3, got my Pendulum scale up, and Dinosaur giving me some extra protection. And again, Shockmaster activated on monster effects, but Bakushka doesn't activate, so it will put the monsters in defense position. So now I can't use Shockmaster. It's basically giving Spiral some extra time, I guess, but again, the problem is that it's Master Rule 4, and the Bakushka is pretty much in the way, locking up that extra monster zone. So just in case, going for Rafflesia as well, so Bakushka will detach its last card, and yeah, Spyrals, well, they need to do something now. And yeah, both Maxi and, oh yeah, Ghost Ogre in the hand will definitely help out, right? So yeah, Rafflesia is able to activate, sending Treacherous Trapple from the deck to the graveyard, and now the attack position Bakushka is going to be a dead card, making sure that I can play around a potential Gamma, right? Driver is, I believe, in the graveyard, but it does not really matter. This indeed should be more than enough to attack for a game. So I think this was a good match, going back and forth, and I believe, as we saw from the prediction from the previous video, the people kind of voted, if I remember correctly, a little bit in favor of Performages and Pals over this Spyralist, and I kind of feel the same with both these decks. I mean, hand traps were very important, and the biggest weakness of Performages and Pals is that they didn't have access to Ash Blossom. As we saw, I believe it was in the first duel, Ash Blossom on the Wavering Eye. So again, hand traps did quite a lot. Most matchups, but again, the side deck again proved its importance again in this particular matchup, and it proved to be very important in the future. So again, as I mentioned before, the couple of Master Rule 5 decks here in the tournament, they'll start off pretty soon. I'm looking at, let me double check, Gladiator Beast, I'm looking at Burning Abyss, Dinosaurs as well, featuring the new Jewel Beast from Eternity Code, I believe, and Madolche, yeah, Madolche, with also the new support from Eternity Code. So those builds will be updated, and again, those matchups will be uploaded very soon. So the next matchup, still in Group A, the second match here, we have Holy Lightning Shadows versus Invoked Dragon. So we know Dragon is already hit in the OCG, but it's still at full power here, being one of the first lists, right? So again, like always, feel free to leave your prediction, Holy Lightning Shadows versus Invoked Dragon. So two fusion decks. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.